friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. This angle's not that great, but it is what it is. In this segment, I wanted to talk about love, mostly self-love. It is very important in this very dark world that you have a tremendous amount of self-love, and I do. Particularly if you are a person like me who has a lot of haters, especially if you're a person who's one of your parents is your biggest hater, you are likely going to run into a bunch of hating, negative energy throughout your life. And like I said before, I am not a people person. And that might be part of the reason why, because of the tremendous amount of negativity that has always been shot at me throughout my life. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are a random person on YouTube. I don't care if you're a person at the mall or the library or the grocery store. I don't care if you're the former vice president of the United States of America or the prime minister of whatever. If you give negative energy towards me, if you send negative, shitty, hating ass energy, even if it's sinister energy, even if it's mischievous energy, even if you're trying to be cute, you're trying to be funny, if you do that to me, I'm going to dead your motherfucking ass right where you stand. And I mean it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how little the jab is, and I don't care what your intentions were behind it. If you fuck with me, and the response is going to be so much bigger than your initial attack, that you are going to think that I am the one that is unreasonable and irrational. So that's just a little public service announcement. Thank you. Friends, how are you? I am coming to you live from a walk, an evening walk with Clementine. I just edited or put together the Planet Fitness video, and it's like 11 minutes long. I don't think I want to post it because it's really unbelievably boring, but long story short, the company is engaging in deceptive business practices online where they're trying to scam people who are already grandfathered into a lower price into paying more. And that really targets people with like developmental disabilities, even if it's just dyslexia, and older people and things like that, and it's disgusting. And then the Planet Fitness at Costa Mesa has really poor management. It's always dirty, it's always disgusting, and I always have problems with them. And the problem with Planet Fitness as a whole is that they're franchised, and most of them are franchised out by corporations and not people, and it's impossible to contact upper management. So you think you're emailing somebody who can actually get some job done, but you're emailing one of the kids that you already spoke to at the desk. And it's a huge problem, and it makes it so that if there is a problem with the club, if you have a customer service issue at all, you really are just shit out of luck. And I don't think the company is long for the world with that kind of business model, especially at the fall of capitalism. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that the whole place should be shut down. And so after emailing what I thought was upper management and trying to call another member of management actually at the club, this woman who I called and spoke to told me that the person that I emailed, now this is what Planet Fitness, that is the name that they guided me to as upper management, as a place for me to lodge a complaint. When I spoke to the woman on the phone at the club, she said that the person that I emailed was her assistant. So that means somebody beneath her. And the person who said that I couldn't get into the club was one of her friends. And he happened to tell me that she sent him a text that said that I was being difficult because I said I didn't want to pay the extra fee or change my club, which is why he didn't let me in the club. And so this is basically a bunch of teenagers being petty, trying to deny me access at 4 o'clock in the morning because they didn't like the fact that I said I was going to email upper management. And here's the problem. Upper management is an underling to the person who has an attitude and is unprofessional. At least places like McDonald's or Taco Bell or Chipotle have a manager on duty and then someone above that manager that you could actually speak to if you have a problem. Planet Fitness is not like that. So it's a crappy club anyway. A lot of people just use it because of the perks. If you're not going to offer the perks and you're not going to even hold yourself to the standards of the franchise, why are you open at all? That's my question to the Planet Fitness in Costa Mesa. Why are you even there at all? I think you shouldn't be. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of these people. It's people who are weak and petty, who are put into a position of the tiniest amount of power, who like to abuse it. And then again, it's groupthink. I'm not playing games with no people at Planet Fitness at 4 o'clock in the morning, especially a bunch of kids. And the whole company is not long for the world if that is
as high as your standards are when it comes to customer service and management, where you can't even contact somebody with a query, hundreds of dollars a year for a service, and it's one that's considered vital because it is about your health and wellness. Don't play with people's lives like this. I'm not going to allow it.
So once again, the pettiness of these people cost me a tremendous amount of money, a tremendous amount of wasted time, and a tremendous amount of stress. And you never know, obviously, what a person is going through. When people see me come into a place, a lot of times people get jealous. And if they knew my real story and actually what was going on behind the scenes, they wouldn't be jealous at all. As a matter of fact, they might want to show some compassion. So let this whole entire story be a lesson to everyone, particularly if you are in customer service and you get paid to face the public. Act like it. Act in a professional manner, grow up, and do your job.